let's get the box open. And there it is. It looks bonkers, like nothing else that I have looked at on the channel.
I was impressed by the quality of this watch, especially having worn this watch for a while now. And this is the Egard Quantus V2, and is a very interesting watch in terms of offering a completely unique aesthetic. And the shape of the watch is very different to other watches on the market, as you will have noticed. But in terms of the quality of the materials, I've really found they've gone the whole 9 yards with this watch.
Really, really interesting looking watch. Okay, now first of all, the build quality, it feels very well built. Even for a micro brand, this feels like it comes from a much more established manufacturer, somebody that's been around for 100 years, which is really, really a testament to the build quality of this watch.
And as you can see, the work on the caseback is really detailed. If I can get you in close there, we see the Mayan Aztec head right there, which is very nice. A lot of details. You can even see each one of their teeth. Look at that. Very nice. It's just really nice. A lot of work went into this caseback. I do like that.
So really interesting way to tell the time. It takes a second, but once you get used to it, you can tell it pretty quickly at a glance, which I like.
You look at this watch, the shape of the watch, it's kind of like an egg shape, something you really don't see a lot in the watch industry, especially in the micro brand watch industry. Okay, there we go. As you see, it's quite cool. Look at that. 1 and 2.
Similarly, atop the watch sits this beautifully domed, or rather curved, I suppose you could say, a double curved sapphire crystal, which distorts the light just sufficiently, but due to the angling, means that most angles, the bit that you will be reading, say those rings at 12 o'clock, are very easily legible.
You've got the date wheels, you got both the balance wheels are spinning there. Really, really interesting design. I really like it a lot.
Just look at those balance wheels. I think it's really cool. I've never seen a watch like this before in my life. You know, they do this on a lot of higher end watches, like tourbillons and stuff like that. But those watches are upwards. You know, the cheapest tourbillon you can get, you know, is probably pre-owned, like $80,000.
We've got a curved sapphire crystal, adding a little bit of distortion there. Look at that. Very, very nice indeed. That cannot have been cheap to make. Apparently Egard spent over a year getting the sapphire just right for this one, but it looks just gorgeous.
Now to cut this crystal, I mean, they had to really cut this in a perfect shape of like an egg right here, because this is not a standard circular crystal. I mean, they really have to really finely tune this crystal to even fit it in this case, which is something they did very nicely. I mean, as you see, guys, crystal fits perfectly. There's no mistakes here.
You can see it's a really, really nice engraved caseback with kind of like a Mayan calendar theme. There you go. And if you look down there at the bottom, it's going to be really hard to see. You can see where it says 018 of 500 because this is a limited edition watch. It's not a screw down caseback. It's basically held in by 4 different screws. It's a 2-piece caseback, by the way. So really interesting design. I keep saying that, but I've never seen anything like this before. Really, really cool.
Brushing is really nice. If you take a closer look, very smooth brushing there, very smooth. Yeah, all in all, I think for $425, I mean, to find something like this, you're not going to find it, first of all, right? Because it's so rare. This is a custom, you know, limited edition piece. And I think they put a lot of work into it, especially in the design aspect. Designing this watch. I mean, you're not going to find anything that looks like it. If you want something truly special in your collection, I think, you know, definitely head over there and take a look at one of these. I definitely really like this watch. I was really surprised by it. I can't think of really anything bad. We have nice finishing, great case build. You know, we have a special design. It's a limited edition piece. And I really do like the Mayan Aztec thing. I'm a big fan of that stuff.
And so as a full package, I feel this watch offers something very interesting to a prospective buyer who's looking for something very, very different, with this fantastic display of the movement, as well as that very interesting and innovative display of the time. You get a watch which really is different from other options on the market, and does offer a lot in terms of the machining, which throughout, from the brushing to the machining of the crown to that fantastic caseback, is impeccably done, and really does show a real concern for the quality of the products.
So there you have it, a completely loopy timepiece by Egard. Very well made though, and I don't think too bad for $400 US.
And really interesting up-and-coming micro-brand watch company, and I think they've really kind of hit it out of the park with this thing. If you want to add something to your collection that's really unique and different and kind of eclectic and quirky, This is definitely the watch to add to your collection. Really, really interesting watch.